24 here on Breakfast Television, we have Mr. Gay World and Mr. Gay World Mr. Gay Canada, who's competing for Mr. Gay World. And where is that taking place?
We are going to Antwerp, Belgium on Monday. Super exciting. Monday, 3 T-minus.
Are you nervous?
No, it's going to be so much fun. I get to meet guys from all over the world who are passionate about human rights and are all just as excited as I am. So I'm super stoked.
I should introduce Danny and Andy here. Sorry, guys, by name. Interestingly enough, when we first started discussing this in the BT newsroom, we were talking about, okay, well, a beauty pageant? No. This is not your Miss USA pageant or your Miss World pageant, in that it does come down to human rights and having a voice and representing, right?
Yes, this is very much how the competition in Johannesburg was last year. I won in April, and it is not just about the pretty face. Yes, Mr. Gay World should be a wholesome. Thank you. It should be a wholesome competition where the character plays a big role. So there's a panel interview as well where you're with the judges, and the judges explore what kind of person you are to make sure that there's really a good ambassador for gay and human rights who can talk to media and make a bit of a difference.
And is it fun for you to come to a country like Canada where we have been so inclusive and really we're also proud of the fact that we do sort of lead the way?
It is amazing. I've been traveling quite a bit in my time in this year, and Canada was one of the highlights. I was really looking forward to coming to Vancouver. It's a country leading in gay right and gay acceptance, so really proud to be here.
And of course, you get to represent
that
country.
I know. How lucky am I? And you know, I'm actually, because I'm from Saskatoon.
Right.
I used to live here in Vancouver years ago, and so coming back to Vancouver, it renews my enthusiasm. As much as I love living in Saskatoon, it always never ceases to amaze me every time I come to Vancouver. Just the outreach of character and heart that you see pouring into the streets here every day. It's fantastic.
Embracing the community. It is kind of like what San Francisco has always been, and how cool. Overturning Prop 8. It was almost like this epiphanal, yay, straight community, gay community, doesn't matter. You feel like, okay, everybody deserves the right.
It was a beautiful aha moment, I think, for everybody. And you know, I always say, for as many times in your life, keep striving for those aha moments. And that's kind of what makes change possible and growth possible. And I think that was really fantastic when that happened.
And then Vladimir Putin comes and spoils the party with this kind of chaotic notion that it is now illegal in Russia to be pro-gay.
Yes, actually to be supporting in any way or form. Even if you arrive at the airport with a little pin that has a rainbow flag, if you talk about homosexuality or if you are dropping any supporting comments, you are already on the line for being arrested. It was a breach of this new law, and it's just really unbelievable. In the 21st century, you should think we are over this kind of thing, and we are getting countries with more and more gay marriages rather than stepping back. So really.
You had a trip booked to Russia?
Yes, I did actually. A bit after the Out Games and the Mr. Gay World competition, I meant to visit Russia, make contact with the local community, meet Nikolai, but we cancelled it unfortunately because we saw, for several reasons, because it's unlikely that I get a visa, because there's no hiding anymore for me as being gay.
You really are Mr. Gay World. It is out there.
And secondly, it's just too dangerous, and I would be arrested right away if I met up with somebody or would display any signs of homosexuality. And I'm not talking about the bedroom stuff. I'm talking about just supporting, about waving a gay flag. So it's.
I'm going to ask you something that would be illegal in Russia right now for parents at home that might see their son or daughter, because most often, you know, how do you first approach that with them and keep them comfortable and confident in who they are? What's the advice?
I think the advice isn't to approach it more of as a I'm here for whenever you need me.
Right.
And I think that's, you know, coming through my experience with my family, I came from a very traditional Greek household, and so it was really hard to just find that support level and say, when is a good time, when is it, and it's everybody's. There's always a time for somebody.
And
there's
how
always
old were you?
I came out when I was 18. Yeah.
Considered a little later?
It was and that was just kind of the right amount of time for me, because I felt that I could say it and run, because I was on tour at the time. So I was like, I'm going to drop this bomb and then I'm going to come back.
I'm going to go
and you're
and
going to be
you'll
okay
be
with
okay.
it. Yeah, you're going to be fantastic.
Were they surprised?
I think my mom always knew, but mom always knows everything.
Mom always knows.
Mom always knows. But it was a growing process, and we're still getting there today.
Right.
She still says those, all you need now is a nice Greek girl on your arms.
Right. Still, it's like, Mom, that's really.
And so I want to travel to Greece, and I'll just bring home a Greek husband instead. And
yeah. And if I'm Mr. Gay World, the odds of that happening
are much greater. Right? Yeah, fantastic.
Congratulations on Mr. Gay Canada, and good luck as you go to Belgium. Nice to meet you both, and thank you for being so open to all of our questions this morning. Off we go now to check in with Dawn at